Everyone, welcome to pregnancy week 5. I told you guys I would come back on here after my ultrasound and update you guys on that as well as other exciting 5-week stuff. I'll go ahead and start with the ultrasound. We were there bright and early this morning and we kind of had to wait in the waiting room for a good 20 minutes, and I was getting a little impatient just because ultrasounds always make me a little worried and a nervous wreck. And so the doctor finally called us back, and he called us back into this really tiny room and this ultrasound machine that was like completely ancient. I mean, it probably was like 15 years old or even older. It was, I don't know, maybe it could have been a little bit newer than 15 years old, but it was old. And this doctor was like an intern. Anyway, he started the ultrasound, and first he's like, well, there's gestational sac and there's the yolk sac. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome, because I'm only like 5 weeks in one day. But then he's like, well, maybe it's not. This probe is just not working right, and it's casting shadows. And I'm like, well, can I see, And he showed me, and it looked, it looked oval shaped and kind of tiny, which, I wasn't expecting a lot. I'm only like 5 weeks. And according to like if my ACG would continue to double or rise like it's supposed to, I should only have like my ACG should be between like 1,500 and 2,000. So I knew that's pretty much all we were going to see. So he printed me a picture, and I'll kind of show it to you. I don't know if you can see right there. And if you can see these two lines that are sticking out from it, like right here, like those are like supposedly shadows. I don't know. I've been a little pessimistic about it ever since, and I've been Googling, and I really need to stop Googling. The doctor told me really there was nothing to worry about, that I'm still early, but those two little lines like are freaking me out. Like, I don't know if that's something that's abnormal or what, but it's like freaking me out. And, the ultrasound machine just was not cooperating. Like he said, there was something going on with the probe he wasn't, happy with. And the fact that he was young, like, I just keep trying to tell myself that he was young and the machine kind of sucked. And at least we saw, gestational sac. It makes me worried with the shape. I mean, if you take out like those two lines, it looks like a perfectly round oval shaped gestational sac. So I don't know. It just has me really nervous right now. And I guess we'll find out what happens. We have another ultrasound scheduled on next Tuesday. I'll be 6 weeks and 2 days, and I guess we'll probably find a lot out there if the pregnancy is viable or not. Like I said, I'm a little worried. I'm trying to be optimistic, but I'm just a little pessimistic, I guess, just because it just didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. So, anyway, and like I said, if something happens, then I understand it wasn't meant to be, and that, that everything's in God's hands right now, and that's, that's the best I can do, and I just need to have faith, and, anyway, I guess we'll find out, but, I'm still having, symptoms. I'm still extremely tired. Nothing sounds good to eat. I'm not nauseated, but it's like nothing sounds good to me. Like, I could sit here and look in front of the fridge, and I just don't want to eat anything. I don't know. I kind of got a little nauseous this morning before, like while I was getting ready, but I honestly thought it was because of nerves. It wasn't like because of morning sickness. My breasts have been a little tender and sore. Pretty much just the fatigue is just like pretty much my only symptom right now. It's hard to get energy to do something. And I've had some more headaches than usual, but I think that's just primarily because the fact that I gave up caffeine, and I'm used to drinking, at least a iced tea or, Dr. Pepper or Coke or something in the morning to get me going, and I haven't done that at all. And I think it might be a little bit of caffeine withdrawal. And I understand caffeine is perfectly normal in pregnancy. Like, you can have, a cup of coffee a day. But during the first trimester, I just try to stick to my guns with, no caffeine. And I try to take my vitamins. I take extra folic acid. I take an extra vitamin D supplement, just so I make sure everything's going the way it goes. Because I know that I'm doing my best to grow this healthy baby, and if something were to happen, at least I know that I did everything I possibly could to sustain this pregnancy as much as I could from from me doing my part in it. But so yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been pretty boring, I guess, around here. Well, except for the ultrasound this morning. But I really don't have anything really else to report. My pants are still fitting fine. I've been a little bloated. I've had a little, some dull, like, tinges, twinges down there. Kind of like round ligament pains, but, not like that bad. I'm not spotting or anything. I'm not, crampy, like menstrual crampy at all. So it's been pretty boring. So I guess that could be a good thing. But like I said, we'll find out what's happening next Tuesday. So if you can just send me some sticky dust, I would greatly appreciate it. Another thing, in case you guys didn't catch it, I started my own little Facebook profile for my YouTube mommy friends. So I'll post a link with that down below. So if you want to add me as your friend, and I'll probably update more like through my status there than being able to come on here and make tons of videos. So if you kind of want to know what's going on with me during my everyday life, feel free to add me as a friend on Facebook. Other than that, it's pretty much it. To update you guys on Patrick, we did make the decision to go to an ENT, and we have an appointment on Wednesday with audiology just to make sure he hasn't lost any hearing from all these ear infections. And then we will be referred to Children's Hospital here in the next 2 weeks and start getting the ball rolling with that, just because I'm just sick of seeing my little baby in pain and miserable from fevers, and he just hasn't slept really good in the past couple months or the past couple weeks, and his eating habits are changed, and I just think it's for the best for my family. And I've been doing more research, and the chiropractic care will eventually help, but we just don't have that kind of time right now. So yeah, that's our decision with that. Other than the ultrasound and a few 5-week pregnancy symptoms, that's really much all I have today. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your Monday. I think I'm going to get a pedicure later because I think I deserve it. Plus, my husband and I are celebrating 5 years of marriage on Thursday, and I'm really excited about that. Just 5 years is a milestone, and I'm so proud that we've done 5 years, and we've been a military family for 5 years. And our first year marriage, we welcomed our first baby, and then our second year marriage, we were apart because he was over in Korea, and then our third year marriage, we had to, get used to a new town and a new state, and then, our fourth year, we welcomed, Patrick. So it's been a very exciting 5 years. So anyway, I will talk to you guys. I will just go ahead and do my 6-week video on Tuesday. Just because that's when the ultrasound is, and then, like I said, we will kind of know what's going on, after that. And it's like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So if I do a video, which I will probably do a video that day, it won't be uploaded until Wednesday at 6 weeks and 3 days. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.